There is always a debate which goes on in terms of like what's important, the team, idea. There is also one dimension people don't normally talk about, which I feel they should be talking, is about the timing. Some people call it, are you lucky, or you are ahead of the market, or you are behind the market. But I believe the 1/3 success of a startup depends upon the team. Team plays very, very crucial part. Ideas, though important, but ideas will change. Many times we have found that it is not first time right. It's second time, third time possibly right. So you need to be pivoting. You need to have one unique insight in terms of implementing or executing that particular idea, because at any given point of time, many people would be working on that kind of idea. But do you have that unique insight through which you are going to be executing? So execution is 95%, and if this execution is the 95% of the success of a company, then it really means you need to have the team which is very rightly balanced. If you are trying to create enterprise products, do you know the nuances of that space? Do you know how the ecosystem in that particular enterprise works? What are those drivers? I mean, from a team perspective, the most important is also the clarity in terms of the respect for each other. If they don't have a respect for each other in the team, then it's a big problem for us. Moment you ask a question and one person says yes and second person says no, then we know. Is there any clear demarcation between the roles? I mean, though informal, but first amongst the equal, who is that? Whose decision is going to be final in a particular area? Whether it's operations, whether it's a go-to-market, whether it's a finance, or whether it's a technology, who is the final one? I mean, do they respect each other in that particular thing? Or because what happens is that when you are in the startup mode, you are almost doing a lot of iterations, short-term iterations, pivoting a lot of times, and at that in that time you need to be making those decisions in a very fast and agile manner. You want that 11 up, 11 down. That's what we call in the game. That when the decision is made, out of that room you can argue anything. In the room you can argue anything, but after you come back, after the decision is made, then you ruthlessly execute. Then there are no ifs and buts. If that happens and that continues, that's a big problem. In terms of the alignment, if you see there is a difference in the alignments, that is a big icebreaker from us. So normally what we do is also individually we ask each of the team members, where do you see your company in terms of values? What is important? What's the vision? What are your goals? I mean, if they are divergent, that's an kind of icebreaker, because then this team is not going to stay, because bad times are going to come in. There's valley of death which is going to come in. So in those times of uncertainty, can they remain as a team and take up the challenge, and can they stick together? That plays a very important role.